It's not every day that a husband and wife decide to collaborate on stage. This is why we want to do it. None of us came from musical families, yet we both somehow gravitated towards music early on in our lives. Growing up in different parts of the world, and mainly in Bolivia, I was exposed to the rich and diverse cultures that influenced my musical upbringing.
I was born and raised in Cuba. At a very young age, I started my musical training at a music conservatory. This gave me a strong technical and musical foundation since Cuban music schools were based on the rigorous Russian school. This came with a price, though. Growing up in Cuba in the 80s and 90s under the communist regime was very challenging for me as a Cuban, due to the scarcity across the country and obviously because of the lack of freedom.
We met in 1996 in Cuba in an international piano festival and became a couple in 1997. Even though the 90s were a challenging time in Cuba, music always remained a source of inspiration and connection while continuing our musical training. Years later, we were both awarded full tuition scholarships to continue our musical studies in the US. After much struggle for William to be able to leave the country, we were finally able to reunite in the US and embarked on a journey together pursuing multiple music degrees, winning competitions and performing throughout the country, both as soloists and as a duo piano team. We also toured in Bolivia and Spain. After receiving our doctorates in music, we founded a school called Superior Academy of Music, which has been featured on national television and has helped students win awards and enter universities with full scholarships. Throughout our careers as pianists, educators, and entrepreneurs, one thing has remained our core mission, and that is to create experiences that allow us to connect and enrich others through music.
Due to our backgrounds, we feel particularly close to the music from Latin America. This is why we've created a concert program featuring Latin American piano music and one of my Latin jazz original works. In our concerts, we speak about the historical insights of the pieces, including the lives of the composers and other interesting facts about the music.
We now share our love of music with our son, and in the same way, we'd love to share our music with your community. In A Piano Journey Through Latin America, through music and storytelling, we'll take you through an exciting experience of diverse cultural influences, historical context, and musical reflection.